Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. This is Andrew coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica, shooting a night video tonight. Guys, the topic is going to be ruminating and the narcissist. Okay, before I jump into it, please subscribe if you like the content. Thank you. Guys, ruminating is when you're constantly thinking about something, and it can eat away at your day, your time, and your concentration, certainly. And when you are out of a narcissistic relationship, you're going to find yourself ruminating frequently. Now, you're going to be ruminating a lot more if the relationship ended recently, but over time, you're going to find that the rumination, or the amount of you ruminating, will dissipate, and it will slowly fade away. Now, this rumination, I have to tell you, like most of you know, I'm 10 months out of the relationship. The ruminating for me, it still happens, and it comes in waves. Meaning for me, I can go days and just be like incredibly solid and just busy and active and doing all the things I love to do. And then something will happen. An example would be maybe I get triggered, or maybe I'm being sincere here on this video like I am with all the videos, but maybe I have some slow time, meaning it's quiet here in the house, or I'm not educating myself, or I'm just kind of relaxing. And then, of course, I'll find myself ruminating. Now, what do I personally think about, like when I'm ruminating? Sincerely, I ruminate about all the good times that I had as a stepdad and being a part of a family. And I believe it's natural for you to ruminate on the good things, on the great experiences you had in the relationship. And I believe that we all, myself certainly included, we all want the ruminating to stop. We want to get this narcissistic relationship out of our heads and to move forward. And just to be clear, like literally, we know like depending where you are in the relationship recovery cycle. But the point being, if you're along the way, like I'm 10 months out. So what I really want is to get these thoughts out of my head. Not the beautiful thoughts of great times that I had and great experiences. But what I'm trying to say is, it's very difficult, and you can't just move on like the drop of a hat, like, okay, that relationship's over, let's move on and suck the energy out of somebody else. That's what the narcissist does. That's exactly how they live. They don't look back, they don't care, that whatever. They leave you as you are, as you know. And we, the empaths, or the people that were abused, are left ruminating. And guys, I'm just being real. It's what happens. It's natural. And as you know, if you've watched some of my recent videos, you understand that recently, for some reason, over the last, say, 4 or 5 days, I've had a wave of thoughts come across my brain, and I've understood so much more, which is why I'm shooting more videos the last couple of days, including this one. But ruminating has a lot to do with that, because when you ruminate, you're thinking about the past, and it's not necessarily healthy. Honestly, I don't think it's healthy at all. I wish it would stop. I really do. I've thought more than my fair share about certain events that took place in my relationship, and frankly, I understand. I would love it to be over with, but it's not. For some reason, that's the human race that we're a part of, and ruminating is part of it. So with ruminating, I think different things will come to you. You'll find yourself ruminating about the same thing and the same event over and over again, and trying to solve it, trying to figure out what happened. Could you have done something different? Should you have done something different? Was there a possible different outcome? All these kind of things, and probably major events, major situations that happened with you and the narcissist, including the discard. If the relationship ended recently, I can assure you, you're ruminating, thinking about the relationship, how it ended, and you're not in a good spot right now. And you're trying to put the pieces together, and you're trying to figure out, was it your fault? What could I have done better? All these things. That's natural. It's okay. Embrace those feelings, process them, as difficult as it is. And I understand completely. I was there. It's extremely difficult. But understand it wasn't your fault. You were played by the narcissist. they took advantage of your beautiful qualities and your empathy or empathetic nature. But getting back on track with the rumination, with the narcissistic relationship, you don't really tend to ruminate about the bad things as much, except for the discard. That's my experience. But you do ruminate about a lot of the good things. And I believe that that's your subconscious or your memory or whatever it is, just letting you know, like, I think it plays tricks on you. I really do. Because you don't really ruminate about the bad things, like all the times they abused you and gaslit you and stonewalled you and ignored you and didn't talk to you and had rage fits. You don't ruminate about those, at least not much. You find yourself ruminating about the good times and the once a month special occasions you had, because the other 29 days you were walking on eggshells or being ignored or being a butler to them. But you do, and that's human nature, I suppose. So a few things for you. If you are finding yourself ruminating, and for me, for some reason, can't quite put my finger on it, but recently I've been doing an awful lot of it, an awful lot. And in my situation, like, listen, there are good days and bad days, just like anybody. So I'll leave it at that. But if you're ruminating, I believe you should really embrace it and just let it flow. Like we talk about on the channel. Just understand there's a reason you're going through it, and what that reason is. It's your body and your brain and your whole being processing what happened, and it's a way for you, your beautiful energy, your beautiful light, to try and figure out what happened. The rumination, I don't believe, is, although it seems torturous and it seems relentless, and I know you want it to stop. Trust me, I do too. But I believe in time it will dissipate and it will get better and better. And I believe, like we talked about the other day, when you get to that point of indifference, I don't believe your ruminating will be even a blip on the radar. That's my belief. I'm not there yet. But the rumination, what you're doing is you're kind of, I don't want to say it that way. You tend to think about the good times, when in fact you know very well, if you're being genuine and authentic to yourself, that there were many more, exponentially more bad times than there were good times. And for some strange reason, you always cling and hold on to the good times. That's not really how it was in your relationship. I know it wasn't, because it wasn't in mine. So I'm going to suggest again, just an idea for you. I do it. I have my books here. But I would suggest that you when you find yourself ruminating a lot, and maybe you're kind of romanticizing the narcissist or the narcissistic relationship, I would get out a tablet like I have, or a book, binder, whatever you call it, and journal. And like we said months ago, write one list of the positive things that the narcissist brought to the table, and you're going to find that list pretty short. And then write out all the negative things and all the destructive things and manipulative things, difficult word to say, all the manipulation that took place, and how they literally basically almost bankrupt you financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. You had no friends, maybe you lost your job. You definitely went through or are going through some of the darkest days of your life. Write that side of the list down. So it's kind of like a pros, cons list. And if you do that and take some time and really invest in yourself, and I strongly suggest you do, because I journal each and every day, and I will do it after this video now that I'm thinking about it, you'll find out that if you're romanticizing about the narcissistic relationship or ruminating about them, and if you write that list down properly, you'll understand that you're in a better position now than you ever were. No matter what your heart may be telling you, or what your what your how you feel, like you're still maybe drawn to them, or you still want to be with them, or that you don't. You're in a safe place now. There's no more abuse in your life. There's no more being taken advantage of. You've now built or are building boundaries, and you're becoming the genuine, authentic, true version of yourself, which is empowering. It's enlightening. It's beautiful, and your light is shining. You're doing so much better. I understand. Listen, just like me, I have good days and bad days, and these days, the good days are so many more than the bad days. I'm talking post-narcissistic relationship. But I do have bad days and bad hours and moments. I'll share one with you right now. Today, when I shot my earlier video, I had to go back to work today, like my 9-to-5 job, which I am hoping to relieve myself from and educate people full time and turn this, what I'm doing, into a career, meaning get one-on-one time and coaching and mentoring and all these things. That's my goal. My ultimate moonshot being to raise awareness for high school students at the young youth level. But I went to the office today and I had to go to work, because I had been working from home for a long time. And I worked, shot my video, whatever. I'll make this quick, sorry, it's getting long. Came home, and when I opened the door to my house, it was empty. Now, I hadn't come home after work to an empty house in the last 6 years. But it happened today. So to some of you, you may be saying, whatever, what's the big deal, Andrew? Well, the big deal is, let's say when I was with the family, I would open the door and I would have a family there. Now, I didn't know I was with a narcissist. I had no idea, but I had 2 beautiful kids, dogs, I had the whole thing. You name it, I had it. And now I open the door to radio silence to an empty house that I'm trying to sell. And I honestly, guys, I broke down, and it wasn't good. Wasn't a good hour when I got home, let's put it that way. But I let it out. I processed it. I felt it. I embraced it, and it was not fun. But I understand it's my healing path, and I do understand that tomorrow when I go to work, when I come home from work, it won't be the same experience because I got over that hurdle. It'll be less and less painful when I come home, if you get that. So this is kind of a long-winded video, but I just want to let you know the ruminating and all the things that you do, and you're thinking about the narcissistic relationship and all the what ifs and all that. Don't blame yourself. The path you're on is your natural path. Don't rush it. Don't force it. Embrace it. And I can give you no better suggestions than this. If you really are authentic to yourself and you really take your healing path seriously, and I know you do because you're on the channel, and thank you. But don't be in a race to say you're healed. At the same time, challenge yourself. If you find yourself kind of just doing the same thing over and over again for days or weeks or months, you need to shake something up. Change up some part of your day, of your routine. I don't know what it is, but do it. Because you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Why I'm saying that is because for the last 17 months, since the pandemic, I've been working from home here in my house. And we know what happened with the narcissist, COVID, all these other things. But today was my first day leaving the house to go to work. I worked in the office, came home, and then boom, I got hit with a ton of emotions and feelings and ruminations and everything. And that would not have happened had I not gotten out of this house to work. See, I changed my dynamic. I changed what I did. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm sorry for the long video. I'm not sorry, but this is a long video. I just really wanted to just let you guys know where I am. And if you notice, I'm sharing more about my personal experiences. The reason I'm doing that is exclusively because I want to share with you, and I will share more always when the times are right. But also, like I said, I'm hitting this wave of, it's like, I can't say epiphanies, but I'm getting a wave of understanding and education and about myself and what happened in the 6-year relationship. And I just want to share it. And when things like this hit me, I will share it as soon as I possibly can. So guys, I love you all. God bless you. I hope you liked the video. I love doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. Enjoy yourselves. Be the best version of yourselves every single day. I love you guys so much. You are amazing. And thank you very much for being here. I love you so much. Bye.